think we'll never see each other again.
If we were grown-ups, they couldn't do it to us.
Oh, I wish you were my brother. Then you could come too. If you're my brother, nothing could separate us.
I've got an idea. Remember in that television about those two Indians who became blood brothers? Remember?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Couldn't we be blood brothers like they were?
But they were boys.
I'm sure there can be blood brothers and sisters too.
Really?
They took a pin and stuck it in their finger. And when the blood came, mixed it together.
Yes.
I'm game if you are. Okay, I'll do you first.
No, you first.
Okay. It doesn't hurt much.
It's kind of like getting married, isn't it?
It's better. Now we can never be separated.
Never, never. Miranda Ann said congratulations, and when people get married, they go on a holiday.
So what?
Couldn't we go on a holiday?
Yeah, we'll go to Africa.
Think I'd rather go to London to see the Queen.
How do we get there?
We could thumb a lift. My cousin did, all the way to Birmingham. Oh, Mike, do let's.
Okay. But first we ought to seal our blood brotherhood in this. We ought to swear some sort of oath. I've got it. We are blood brothers forever and ever. We can't be parted for never and never.
No,
They never will.
this might be the one. Please, please stop, please.
Can't anyone stop for us?
Very well, your ladyship. Wanting a lift? Where to?
London.
No, sorry, love. We're only going to Fairbank. They want to go to London, your ladyship.
Oh, ask them to come here.
Her ladyship wants to talk to you.
So you want to go to London?
Yes, please. We want to see the Queen.
That's very understandable of you.
We thought she might ask us to tea.
She's only 7.
Well, I'm sure the Queen would ask you to tea if she were at home. But what about your parents? Won't they be worried?
Oh, no. As long as we're home by dark.
I see. Well, I'm afraid I can't take you to London, but I can take you to one of the Queen's houses. Come on, jump in. home, Douglas.
Very good, your ladyship.
Now, the house I'm taking you to belongs to the Queen, but she won't be there this afternoon, I'm afraid.
Will Charles and Anne be there?
Well, Prince Charles is at boarding school, and Princess Anne is with her mother and the baby. But the corgis will be there.
What are they called?
Well, one's called Blevin and the other Trodwin, and the puppy's called Brock.
What are you called?
Lady Caroline.
Are you a princess?
Yes, certainly. With a most beautiful dress. And after the banquet was over, we danced till long after midnight. That was the last I ever saw of her. But I've got a lovely photograph of her. Look, she gave it to me herself. Isn't it a lovely one?
Oh, I do wish she could be here.
God, who shot this?
I did.
Wow, I didn't know ladies shot tigers.
Well, some ladies do.
I'll shoot one like this when I go to Africa.
Oh, you're going to Africa?
Hmm. It's her imaginary sister.
Oh, what?
Her pretend sister. She's called Miranda Ann.
I'd forgotten. Come here, dear. So your sister's called Miranda Ann?
Miranda Ann Matthias.
Well, mine was called Annabelle.
Was she the same sort of sister as Miranda Ann?
Yes, you see, I was a very lonely little girl, and I lived in a funny old castle in North Wales, far away from everything and everybody.
And you didn't have no real brothers or sisters?
Well, I had a brother, but he was much, much older, and he didn't take notice of me.
And you didn't have a blood brother like Mike?
Is Mike your blood brother?
Yes. We're blood brothers forever and ever. We can't be parted for never and never. That's a poem. Mike made it up.
It's a beautiful poem. We're blood brothers forever and ever, and we can't be parted for never and never. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, nor bends with the remover to remove.
What's that?
Oh, just another poem.
I like you.
Listen, I like you.
Of course. There couldn't be other kinds of blood brothers. But if there were, you could be our blood aunt.
Oh.
Couldn't she, Mike?
Yes.
Well, I think that's the nicest compliment I've ever had in all my life. Thank you, my dears. Gregory gave you my instructions, Compton.
Yes, milady. Yes, Your Highness.
Well, she wasn't the queen, but she was a princess. And it was the queen's house.
One of them. She's got lots.
Oh, I do wish I could have seen Anne. But the corgis were there. Mike, it was a lovely holiday.
Come on, Mike. Come and help me carry the groceries. I'm going to Mrs. Howell's.
I don't like Mrs. Howell. She smells of cheese.
Oh, nonsense.
Can we have sprouts?
Well, if they're not too expensive.
Mum, is it true if you eat carrots you can see in the dark?
I've no idea.
Cats can see in the dark. Do you give Sam carrots, Mum?
Of course not. Well, because he likes fish and rabbit. Careful, Mike.
Rachel's not allowed to eat ham.
Well, that's because she's Jewish.
Why don't Jewish people eat ham?
Oh, Mike, do stop asking questions.
But why don't they?
Well, it's their religion. It's different from ours.
Why?
Mike, for goodness sake.
Look, Mum, that's where Rachel goes to church.
That's the synagogue.
Can I go with her one day? She goes to service on Saturdays instead of Sundays.
Michael, you must never do that.
Why not?
Well, because you're a Catholic, it would be a sin.
A bad one?
Yes, a very bad one.
Gosh! Mike! Why?
Into the pictures. Coming? Always off with that Rachel Matthias, aren't you? Sweet on her.
No.
My dad doesn't like Jews.
Why not?
Dunno, suppose it's because they killed Christ.
Jews did?
Of course, they crucified him.
The Jews?
That's what I said. Funny you not knowing that. Suppose it's because you're a Catholic. My dad doesn't like Catholics either.
Mike, me, Miranda Ann. Hello. Look, Mike, Mummy made us some cakes. And I got some fizzy lemonade with my pocket money. Miranda Ann's crazy about fizzy lemonade, so we can have a real feast. What's the matter?
Why did you kill Christ?
I didn't kill him. I don't even know him.
Tom told me today that the Jews killed Christ. Your father's a Jew.
My father never killed anyone.
I asked my mother. She said it was true.
What was?
That you killed Christ.
But I didn't. Honestly, I didn't.
There's a Catholic God and a Jewish one, and you killed mine.
I didn't even know there were two gods.
Yes, you did. That's why I can't ever go into your synagogue.
And I must never go into your church then.
Do you know what would happen if you did?
Something awful, I expect.
You'd probably be killed because you killed Christ. God would probably strike you dead.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, I wish you hadn't done it.
Mike, we can go on playing together, can't we?
God mightn't like it.
But we're blood brothers.
Yes, but God's very strong.
Stronger than blood brothers?
I don't know.
Maybe he isn't. Mike? Isn't there anything we can do to find out which is stronger?
What sort of thing?
Anything.
I've thought of something.
What?
You'd be afraid.
No, I wouldn't. What is it, Mike?
Well, you know you said you're not allowed to go into our church.
Yes.
Mum told me not to go into yours. Well, if you went into my church and I went into your synagogue and God didn't strike us dead, we'd have proved our blood brotherhood was stronger than anything.
Mike.
Of course, you'd be too afraid.
No, I wouldn't. It's the Sabbath tomorrow. You could come then.
Before the accident, he was a first-rate lad.
Well, soon he's put on the transfer list, the battery was no good.
Oh, you've forgotten the cap tie he played for Arsenal.
It's a sheer fluke. It'll never happen again, not in a million years.
Hello, Michael.
No.
That was the worst of it.
1 minute, Daddy.
Hello, how are you?
Fine,
Oh,